Good evening, Los Santos. I'm Hemihara. I'm here to bring you the latest in Elite City news. Tonight's top stories. A growing raccoon infestation has city officials scratching their heads and residents checking their trash cans. We will be sitting down with newly appointed LSPD Chief Javier Morales to discuss the future of law enforcement. And later, with mechanic shops seemingly opening on every street corner, we'll be investigating whether Los Santos has enough vehicles to keep them all in business. But first, residents across Los Santos are reporting a dramatic increase of raccoon sightings. Witnesses claim the furry bandits have been spotted rummaging through dumpsters, stealing food, and in one reported case, attempting to enter the city's council meeting. For more on this developing story, we go live to ECN field reporter Oscar Corin.
Thank you, Hemi. I'm standing here at downtown Los Santos, where residents say raccoon activity has reached levels not seen since the Great Garbage Incident of 2020. Local citizens describe waking up to overturned trash cans, missing sandwiches, and what one resident called an organized criminal operation. Experts have yet to determine the cause of the infestation. Some blame overflowing garbage bins. Others suggest the raccoons have simply realized that Los Santos residents leave food absolutely everywhere. While city officials urge calm, they are reminding residents not to approach the animals. One witness told ECN that after attempting to pet a raccoon, the animal allegedly stole his wallet and fled the scene. Authorities have neither confirmed nor denied the report. Reporting live for ECN, I'm Oscar Corin. Back to you, Hemi.
Thank you, Oscar. A troubling situation indeed. We'll continue monitoring the raccoon crisis as more information becomes available. Now let's take a look at the weather with ECN meteorologist Judas Medina.
Hi, my name is Judas Alexander Medina, and in today's forecast, there's 100% chance of me looking incredible in your screen. Now back to Hemi.
Insightful as always, Judas. We'll be right back after these messages. Welcome back. Our next story focuses on the future of law enforcement in Los Santos. Joining us tonight is newly appointed LSPD Chief Javier Morales.
Well, now that I have been elected chief of LSPD, the future of law enforcement will essentially be more of a foundational pyramid, right? Got to start at the base, which is essentially with reorganization and retraining of all officers. So that way everybody is uniform and has a standard, right? And then working with our law enforcement partners like BCSO to work in tandem to be able to serve the public correctly and efficiently. Essentially, kind of be more available to the public, which is either creating events and or just doing more public engagement. Essentially working with DOJ to try and get not only their laws and additional resources that they would need to be able to govern, but just working with them so we can know what we're allowed to do and what we're not allowed to do. Because not only are they barely building up their department, but we're building up our department. But the future of our department, I feel, is very bright. It's just going to take a lot of work to get there.
Los Santos has never had a shortage of vehicles. Apparently, it doesn't have a shortage of mechanic shops either. Over the last several months, new garages and repair businesses have continued to appear throughout the city, leading to some of our residents wondering exactly how many mechanic shops Los Santos needs. ECN spoke with several shop owners to find out.
Do I feel like there's too many mechanic shops in here? You know, in this great state of Los Santos? I do. I believe there are way too many. Granted, Afterlife, Auto Exotic, Gutters, and myself, plenty. But going beyond that, adding, what is it? Salt Lab, Cafe, and Mechanic Shop, and then adding Stroke Masters, that just seems a little bit abandoned. Personally, there's a bit too many, but the ones that I mentioned earlier, those should be the only ones.
Do I think there's too many mechanic shops? I'm gonna have to say absolutely. At this point in time, we've got multiple mechanic shops. You know, I was part of LSC. I took ownership over it, and we moved down to the south side to spread out from the mechanic belt that's been forming here in the middle of the city, and make make some space for all the other shops. That way, we're not all up each other's business. But we've got us. AE's another one of the OGs. You got Hayes, and you got Gutter Garage up in Sandy, and that's I think, in my opinion, a good spread of mech shops. Nothing against anybody else opening a mech shop, but I mean, how many do we really need?
Whether it's competition, community service, or simply a love of automobiles, one thing is clear: mechanics remain a major part of daily life in Los Santos. And that concludes tonight's broadcast. For Oscar Corrin in the field and Judas Medina with the weather, I'm Himihara. Thank you for watching ECN at Lead City News. Good night, Los Santos.